Let's queer up drag culture. RuPaul talks about Fortified compound in new interview. Ronan Farrow of The New Yorker penned a new feature on RuPaul, the iconic drag star, on the occasion of his new book, The House of Hidden Meanings, which was released this week. In the interview, RuPaul shared insights into his nightly routine, revealing that he often falls asleep while watching the documentary series Secrets of Great British Castles, reflecting on humanity's tumultuous history. Expressing concern about the state of the world, he voiced fears of an impending civil war, leading him to construct a fortified compound on his husband's 60,000-acre ranch in Wyoming. Yes, RuPaul has built a fortress in Wyoming in case everything goes bad in the world. RuPaul said, quote, "And the human ego can justify these terrible things that people do. You know, these kings, Henry VIII and Edward II, and all these people who have just decimated hundreds of thousands of people because their feelings were hurt," end quote. The writer also met RuPaul in Britain, where he was filming RuPaul's Drag Race UK and promoting his memoir. The duo talked about the success of his show and its impact on mainstream culture. However, despite his achievements, RuPaul remains a polarizing figure within the LGBTQ+ community, facing criticism for his views on transgender participation in drag competitions. In his memoir, RuPaul diplomatically discusses encounters with various celebrities, but takes a candid stance on Madonna, describing a tense interaction in the 80s. RuPaul expressed discomfort with Madonna's attempt to maintain youthful relevance, contrasting it with his own evolution and role as a mentor figure. Queer News Tonight could not help but think about RuPaul's thoughts about what we are watching in the world. We're in Florida, after all, living in the shadow of a radical GOP, Governor DeSantis, and former President Donald Trump. His words about his Wyoming fortress may turn out to be a prophetic when he says, quote, "I'm fearing the absolute worst. We are moments away from fucking civil war. All the signs are there. Humans on this planet are in the cycle of destruction. I am plotting a safety net. I wouldn't call it a bunker, but it is designed to withstand calamity. It's a lot of concrete and a lot of things. I keep thinking about these castles that I'm going to bed to." Now, my first immediate reaction to this story is, if RuPaul's rich ass is worried about something, we should be shaking in our fucking boots, our thigh-high fucking boots. Because you always know, the rich people know what's going to go to shit first. And RuPaul is like rich, especially for black folks. She's like rich. So if she's scared, I should be fucking like terrified. She already, first of all, have y'all seen her house on YouTube? Like the tour of her house? It's amazing, but it's already a fortress. So if that's not good enough, then what the fuck is shit? Y'all remember the movie 2012 when they had like the space?
I was gonna say this reminds me of like Don't Look Up.
Yes.
And how they the spaceship on that one, and then they.
And you know she has it. She's not talking about it, but she has it. There's a fortress for rich people on the moon.
She got a ticket seat right next to Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and his space tourism.
Who knows what's going to happen after the election in November? And I believe that we are in store for, more civil unrest. And if Trump wins, we're going to have 4 more years of that, and everything possible to dismantle our democratic system while he's in there. So, I'm not RuPaul rich, but I can buy a plane ticket out of this country.
Well, there are a couple of things about this story that have me interested. The first one is it says it's on her husband's ranch. What? I'm not sure who has the money there, but okay, that's interesting. The second thing is, my uncle passed away, unfortunately, but he always wanted to build a compound for our family.
Wow.
Of course, we don't have the kind of money it would take to do it, but like that was always one of his goals. And then I finally realized that I have one thing in common with RuPaul. We watch the same kind of programs to go to bed to. I have in the past and will in the future watch that the same Castles documentary to fall asleep.
Wonderful.
Now, I will say this. If it's a race war that she's terrified about, I don't know, yo. I just want to throw that out there. We are not. This ain't never happened. I ain't never worked with y'all or nothing. Go ahead. What you had to say?
No, I just think this is it. There is, however, a level of privilege that comes with being able to build an entire castle.
Totally.
To be like, oh yeah, in case everything, shit hits the fan, I'm just gonna go into my bunker, my maximum security facility.
Girl, I gotta hide in my wig.